everyone, welcome to the Pep Coding. So in this video, I'll be covering the question string compression, and we're given with a string and we have to compress the given string in two ways. So let's just see what are the two ways and how we can implement it. So let me just take a string here, A, A, B, B, C, D, D, D. So for the first compression, we have to achieve A, B, C, D, neglecting the repeated characters, right? For the second compression, we have to achieve A, 2, B, 2, C, and D, 3. We have to count the character, how many times the character is occurring. So if A is occurring 2 times, we'll add 2 here. If B is occurring 2 times, we'll add 2 here. If C is occurring 1 time, then we'll not add 1 here, because if the count is greater than 1, then only we'll add, otherwise we'll not. So here D is occurring 3 times, we add 3. So let's just see the first compression firstly. So let me just erase it. Okay, so this is the string. Let me just write it again. A, B, B, C, D, D, and D. So let me just make an output string. Firstly, we'll add the first character here and start the loop or the pointer from here. So if the current character is equal to the previous character, the current character is equal to the previous character, we'll not add anything here and we'll increment the pointer. So if B is not equal to A, we'll add the character here and increment the character. Now B is equal to B. The current element is equal to the previous one. So we will not add anything into the output string. We'll increment the pointer. So C is not equal to B. So we will add C here. Now we'll increment the pointer. Now D is not equal to C. We'll add D here in the output string and increment the pointer. Now the current element is equal to the previous element. So we will not add anything and increment the pointer. Next, D is again equal to D. So we'll not add anything. We'll increment the pointer. That's over. So let's just quickly see this in the code. Okay. So for the first compression, we have to take a string. So string S is equal to str dot character at 0. We have to take the first character, right? Also, the character add function will give us the character, but we want a string, so we have to add a blank space to convert it into the string. So next we have to apply the for loop. For int I is equal to 1, we started it from the first till str, sorry, this is s, small s, till str dot length and I plus plus. So we need two things, the current element and the previous element. Current element was at ith position and previous element was at I minus 1th position. So let's just quickly write it. Character current is equal to str dot char at I. Right. Next is the previous element. The previous element is equal to str dot char at I minus 1. Right. Now if the current element is not equal to the previous element, then we have to add it into the string, right? So let's just write, if current element is not equal to previous element, we have to add it into the string. So s plus is equal to the current element. We added the current element, and after coming out of the loop, we have to return the string, right? So this is the compression one. So let's just see the compression two. So I'll take a string A, B, B, C, D, D, and D. So we have to achieve A2, B2, C, and D3, right? So for this, I'm making a output string and a variable count, which is initially 1. So we'll store the first character here, A, and start the pointer from here. So if the current element is equal to the previous element, we'll increment the count. Now we'll increment the pointer as well. So if the current element is not equal to the previous one, as you can see here, so we'll add the count first. We'll add the current element here, increment the pointer, and reset the count to 1. So in this one, if current element is equal to the previous one, we'll increment the count and increment the pointer. So if the current element is not equal to the previous one, we'll add the count first here. We'll add the current element here, reset the count to 1, and increment the pointer. So now D is not equal to C again, but this time we will not print the count 1, because if count is greater than 1, then only we'll print, otherwise we'll increase the pointer. Okay, so we'll increase the pointer, but we have to add the current element as well. So D is added here. Now we'll increase the current element pointer. So D is equal to D. Current element is equal to the previous one. So we'll increase the count. Now we'll increase the pointer. Now D is equal to D. So we'll increase the pointer again. Now we'll increase the pointer again. The string is empty. So we'll print the count here. So this is the required string we got. So let's just quickly code this. So we want a string. The string s is equal to str dot char at 0, because we want the first character. So we'll add empty space to convert it into the string. Now we want one more thing, that is the count, which is initialized by 1, right? Now we'll apply the for loop. So for int I will start from 1, I is less than str dot length, and I plus plus. So we want two things, that is the current and the previous character. So char current is equal to str dot char at ith position. Current element was at ith position and previous element was at I minus 1 position. So char previous is equal to str dot char at I minus 1, I minus 1. So if the current element is equal to the previous element, will increase the count, right? So let's just write this. If current element is equal to previous element, will increase the count by 1. Count plus plus, right? Otherwise, we have to check whether the count is greater than 1, right? This is the condition. So if count is greater than 1, then only we'll add the character, then only we'll add the count to the output string. So s plus is equal to the count. And also we have to reset the count to 1, right? Count is equal to 1. Also, we have to add the character as well. So s plus is equal to the current character. And at last, we'll also check if the count is greater than 1 for the last element. Here you can see for this 3, T3, we have to check the condition. If the count is greater than 1, then we'll add the count here. Otherwise, we'll not add it, right? So for this, we have to check the condition. If count is greater than 1, then we'll add s plus is equal to the count, right? And the count will be reset to. Let's just run this. Okay, there's a return statement missing at 46. Return is. See, accepted. Let's submit it. Accept it. So I hope I was clear with the concept. So thank you for watching the video. Hope you liked it, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.